Welcome back to my channel. I have been off for a while, and that is because I am done with internship now, guys. Who's excited?
I like that laugh. Do it again.
When did I start? And now I've finished. Well, I just thought to make this video about where I did my internship, how the entire program was for me, and if I would recommend it to anybody that is about to start internship now. So at the beginning, you guys saw the way I struggled to get internship. I applied to like a million and one places. I had high hopes that I was going to do it in Abuja. So even though I was applying to other states, my mind was really just fixated on doing my internship in Abuja. I traveled to Port Harcourt. You guys were together with me on this journey. And I finally got Kaduna. I resumed immediately. I was so excited to start. I didn't even care that it was Kaduna. I was just like, let me start. Because at that point, I had waited like 7 months, not knowing that God really just planned everything out for me. Kaduna was bliss. Like, it was, first of all, nothing like I imagined it to be. It looked a lot like Abuja. It was just more northern, The Hausa was really everywhere you go. Like, people will look at you weird for not knowing how to speak Hausa. And to be honest, I didn't even care to learn. If I feel like learning, I will learn. That's what I tell people. But as far as I know, the basic ones to communicate with patients, and I probably will just look for an interpreter. I think I'm fine. I don't have to learn your entire language just because I'm staying there. I did my internship in 44 Nigerian Army Reference Hospital. As the name implies, I think one of the biggest army hospitals in Nigeria is the reference hospital, not just for military people, there are also civilians there. Anybody can come to the hospital, just that it is a military hospital. What did I expect when I was going there? When I even heard I was going to 44 Army Reference Hospital, people were telling me, oh my God, the workload there is too much. Are you sure you can handle it? Now, I'm somebody that I know that I can adapt to any single circumstance. Like at this point, take me anywhere and I will survive. I will thrive. I will even add weight on top. But that does not mean that we should not be pushing ourselves. You understand? I know I'm strong, but must I test the strongness? The fact that I was going to Kaduna, I already knew that it was not going to be soft. And I wanted soft life, to be honest. But I was like, no, it's just 1 year. Let me just go there and finish. People were saying that the workload is too much. Am I sure I can handle it? They bring a lot of patients there. The hospital is big. This one, a lot of things. I knew that I could handle it. So I traveled to Kaduna. I remember a few days before traveling, I told my dad that I'm going to Kaduna. He was like, you're going to Kaduna to do what? I said, do my internship. Since Abuja no favor me, I beg, let me look for somewhere to go. I think I started at maternity. Oh my God. All the things that people were saying, like, oh, are you sure you can handle it? There are plenty. I felt it in that maternity. I felt the pressure in maternity. Like, maternity was a lot. And for somebody that was just starting, I feel like they would have taken me to a soft place first. I don't know. They would have given me soft landing. But that landing was very hard. In fact, it was a crash. I enjoyed it. Finished maternity and antenatal. The maternity is very massive in 44. I think it's like a 65 bedded ward, including antenatal, postnatal, gynae, like everything is together. After maternity, thank God, the deputy CNS posted me to a calm ward and I was feeling really relaxed. After that, bam, A&E. Then I went to a calm place again. After that, boom, pediatrics. Like it was like bam, bam, bam. So at the end of the day, they put me in all my stressful wards within the first 6 months of me being in Kaduna. So I felt it. I lost weight. I remember walking into a ward and then somebody was like, oh my God, you've lost so much weight. Are you sure you're okay? After they had already put me all my stressful ward at the beginning, when it was like the second half of the year, at this point, they're just like, okay, where should we take you now? And I went to the psychiatric ward, which was very, very interesting. I think psychiatric ward was where I had like problem with somebody. I really did not want to have any problem with anybody throughout my internship, but people will test you. People will test you. Like for patients, patient relative, I don't think I really had any problem with anybody at all. Psychiatric ward in 44 is divided into two. I think one thing I like about 44 is that, during the course of your internship, you have to do all these wards like medical wards, surgical wards, theater, all these things. And then you also have to do psychiatric posting. So most hospitals don't have like a psychiatric ward inside the hospital. So you just finish with all the ones that the hospital has, and then you move to a different location to do psychiatric. That was not the case for 44. Their psychiatric ward was inside the hospital, so I didn't have to go anywhere. It's divided into two. Ward 6, which is where they put people that are just coming in. After that, they move them to where they call rest and recuperation, and those are people that are more stable. They have gained more insights, and they are just better looking. But ward 6 is where they bring them like fresh, so you get to see like the raw state of them, right? So when I was in ward 6, I did not have any problem. I had a very good in charge. He was a man. I had a very, very um beautiful relationship with the patients. To be honest, most of the people there are still okay, very, 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 very okay. They're not people that are on the streets that are carrying things and tying things on their head. No, that's not what psychiatric ward looks like. People make it look like you must be crazy. Like when I say crazy, like Nigerian film standard to be in psychiatric ward, but that's not true. When I went to the rest and recuperation, which is where the stable people are transferred, I had problem not with the patients, but more with the staffs. And I'm not going to even say what it was. I'll just say that I don't like to be disrespected, and I also don't like to be misunderstood. Other than that, I was a really calm intern. I really flowed with everybody. I had a very cordial relationship with everybody. My in charges are beautiful relationship. The staffs are very happy, and they really don't have problems. You're supposed to do shift. You're running 2 instead of 3, so it's like longer hours to work. The application process, you give you like an application form, and you have to fill it. I think you fill it 3 times. You photocopy the form into 3 places, because the letter goes to 3 different people. So going to somebody through somebody through somebody. So you have to photocopy everything in like 3 places. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Every document that you think you will need, your statement of results, your birth certificate. I made a video about internship process, so you can just go and watch that. But every document you need to photocopy like times 3. Once you're done filling the application form, putting that together with your documents, you staple it, and you've done your application like that. Then you have to wait for them to shortlist your name and whatever. Sometimes they actually don't even put out a formal document to say that, oh, these are the people that, because I realized that this year when they released the list of these new interns, some of them did not even know their names were there. Some of them were just like, this is just like a document. It doesn't even have an official, there was no heading, there was no nothing. You just see 44 Army Reference Hospital and you're seeing names of people. So how would they know if they are supposed to come to the hospital? You didn't even send it officially. They just saw it in a random group chat. Like, what I'm saying is that sometimes the information does not even come out in a formal way. It might just be very casual, and you might even miss it. So thankfully, somebody sent the application letter to me directly on WhatsApp. I would like to say 44 is also an orthopedic hospital, because most of the cases, like we have a lot of surgical wards, the military hospitals, so most of the people in those surgical wards are like wounded soldiers, wounded in action. They do a lot of surgeries there, orthopedic surgery. Oh my God, oh my God. And your care in the ward and your care in theater. So if you are in a surgical ward, you can have like over 20 wound dressing in a day. And how many of you are on duty? Like surgical wards were just so stressful to me, especially ward 12. Oh my God. Like the wound dressing was just so much. It was so overwhelming. Like I might be exaggerating it though, but to me it just felt like wound dressing is like my worst procedure. Let me just put that out there. Maybe that's why I felt it. So every time they will move me to a surgical ward, I was just like, oh. 44 also has a very, very standard maternity unit, or is it department? Um, very big, very good staffs working there. Would I advise anybody to go to 44? Yes and no. So that's like the pros and cons. Let me give you the pros are definitely more than the cons. Make your decision. First of all, 44 is a very big hospital, and their staffs are really good, like I said, so they are ready to teach you. If you want experience, I think that's one of the best hospitals to get experience during your internship. They are ready to teach you. They are ready to teach you. I think, and then another pro of working in 44 for me was that the staffs were also very different. They were all very happy. I was praising the staffs here, because if you are working in a hospital where you have good quality staffs, most of the problems of the hospitals will be solved. Do you get? It's all this bad staffing that used to make hospital just feel like prison to some people. So the most of, in fact, I want to say everybody I worked with, but I know that there will just be that one person that will do something. So majority of the people I worked with, beautiful, they were ready to teach me. I learned maximally in 44. I definitely expanded my clinical experience. Like everything that I've been learning in school made more sense. I did way more than I thought I could do, and I became way more confident. Like now, I can't even be scared doing a lot of procedures. And the second thing is that the staffs don't eat their young. I'm talking about nursing department now. There are a lot of hospitals you go to that the fact that you're a BNSC nurse, they already hate you there, low key. And I don't know where the beef is coming from. It's just crazy. But that hospital, I promise you, everybody is really on the same page. I don't think I ever saw anything. They were like, BNSC nurse, rubbish. They didn't really care about all that nonsense, and it made so much sense. The ground was so open for us to learn. We're teaching each other. There's sometimes that I would say something and I would actually impact knowledge on the staff. Staff would say something and they would impact knowledge on me. It was really open and, you know, beautiful. Another thing I really liked about 44 was that they had accommodations for interns, coppers. That was another thing that I was really looking out for while I was looking for a hospital to do internship, especially if I'm going to another state that is not Abuja. Just brings convenience, cuts a lot of costs, cuts a lot of extra stress. Do you get? You guys know I applied in Port Harcourt. Yes, that hospital called me, but I realized that they don't have accommodation. I was like, no, 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 no. Where will I stay? How would the transportation be? Me, I'm a soft girl. I don't really like clamping Okada, everything. I don't know, but man, anything that will make my life softer than it is, I collect. So when I realized that 44 had accommodation, I was like, yeah, that's definitely where I'm going to. So they have an accommodation. The accommodation was really not conducive, but that problem is cancelled right now because 44 recently built a very massive apartment for interns, and they opened it right as I was leaving. So if you're trying to apply to 44, just know that yeah, you're going to get a very good accommodation. I think I made a video. I'm going to be putting it here right now, and I filmed it in the night, so you guys might not really see it, but just if it looks this good at night, imagine what it looks like in the daytime. You guys, if you're thinking of coming to 44 to do your internship, just know that they opened a new accommodation. You can see everywhere looking all hot. And then you have this very big wardrobe. Very spacious. Are you playing? See the arrangement. Oh my god. Oh no. Ash. We have this kitchen area that is also really nice. Very, very, very. What's the English say? Organized, very demure. I say very demure, very put together. Have a fan here, and you have your toilet and bedroom inside here, and then you have your big bed with bed frame. Oh, cry! Oh, the fan works. It's rotating, guys. It's rotating. What? These people have killed me. This was supposed to be a juice with water heater. Girl. Do you know the kind of content I would have been doing here? Not only the type of content, but do you know how coming back to my room would be so like, oh my god, I'm done for today. Yeah. But this fan is too slow for me. Is it on the highest? It is on the highest. Hi. So see, construction of 100-bed medical interns apartment for 44 NAC. Then look at you guys. Look at your apartment now. Are you kidding? It's night time, so I can't really get the beauty of this place. But trust me, it is a very massive accommodation. That room I showed you, but there are 100 of it inside this very big building. It has a reception just here, and then your rooms are up. So if you're coming to 44 and you're like, oh my God, has accommodation, da, 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 they just built an accommodation. The accommodation was officially opened for interns and they're already interns going into that place. So 10 over 10, right? Now, another thing I liked about 44 was that, to be honest, the light was pretty stable for the most part. We had lights. It was very stable. It was not one of those hospitals that will be looking for how to do this, how to do that. Although at some point they started having like issues with the lights and it was not cute at all because the hospital is very big and yes, we need lights, yes, we need water. But for the most part that I stayed in 44, there was stable light and stable water. Now, I can't say the same for this new apartment because I've not lived there and I don't know if they're using a different light source, a different generator. So if you go there and the light is not stable, don't be like, no me, you have lied to us. No, nothing like that. Is there any other thing? I think another thing was that they took engagement with interns serious. We had presentations, we had clinical meetings. In general, I'll just say that they cared about their interns and they listened to us. They engaged us in those kind of activities. In one hospital that I was going to apply in, I remember I saw an intern there and I asked the intern, like, how is this place? Because, like I said, the best person for you to ask for the information of the hospital is someone that is in the position that you're trying to get. So I looked for an intern. I asked the intern, like, how is it here? Da, da, da. And the intern told me that since she has been working here, she has been there for over like 9 months. They've not even done one presentation. I'm like, why? She's like, they don't really engage their nurses. Da, da, da. I said, no, any hospital I'm going to enter and they have this stupid ass discrimination, no, we're not going to do that. So I just knew that that hospital was a no-no for me. I would not finish internship. I'll just be working, no form of, academic. I don't even know how to put it, but you guys understand what I'm saying. Another thing I really liked about 44 was that we had a closeness to our superiors, not just the staffs, not just the in charge, but even those people in management like the CNS, the deputy CNS. You can call him, you can approach him when you see him on the road. It was not like all these hospitals that you are in your ward, then the CNO is coming and you're scared and you're shaking and you're, no, no, no. We had like a very, very beautiful relationship with those people at the top there. So they were ready to listen to any complaints we had. They were ready to fix anything that they could fix within their power. And they were also very open to communicating. So even while we're doing the presentation, it's not with this kind of fear that somebody will come and say, you don't know this, you don't know this. It was really a beautiful space for us to just present, bring your own question, bring your own question. We literally make jokes, we laugh together. Like it was, hush, that's something that I give away. Like, oh, 44, thank you for not creating a very toxic environment for me. It was a very good environment and I enjoyed that. Those are part of the good things that I feel like people would like to hear about the hospital. How much did they pay in 44? So while I was there, they paid me after the first 2 or 3 months. That's when they started paying me. But that first money, they will join everything that they have not paid together. Salary for a nursing intern in 44 Nigerian Army Reference Hospital is 120K plus some change. I think 120 something K plus change. And I don't know, is it small? Say it in the comment section. Is it like, oh my God, I didn't expect that. This is too small, whatever, whatever. 44 is not the one paying you. The payment is coming directly from the Ministry of Defense. A very small amount compared to a lot of hospitals, especially in Abuja. I saw like higher options in Lagos. But yeah, that's just it. It wasn't that bad, to be honest. Yeah. If money is your priority, you probably not want to come here. If being having a soft internship is a priority, you would not want to come here. But overall, it was a good experience. Now, let's move to the cons of 44 Nigerian Army Reference Hospital. What did I not like while I was working there? Okay. The fact that I have to think about it already tells you that, I didn't have a lot of cons. The cons are very peculiar to every hospital in Nigeria. Staffing ratio is crazy. 44 is a big hospital. A ward can have like 30 something beds, 40 something beds. So why is it just me and one staff that is running a shift? I remember a medical ward. Oh my God, I can't remember how many beds were in that ward, But for the night shift I did for over 2 weeks, it was just me and one staff. So it was crazy nights, man. I don't know. I think people just saw me and thought I was capable. I don't know, because most of the other interns were like, no, we were two and one, two staffs and one intern, two staffs and one intern. To be honest, even when I did accident and emergency, Jesus, I was doing a lot of things at once. Like that, you can make mistakes and it could just lead to burnout. But yes, that's the only thing that I would say was not really great. That's basically my experience in 44 Hospital. I had, oh my God, I was going to tell you guys one story. Jesus. When I started this internship, I was like, by the time I finish, I will know exactly where to specialize, whatever. Right now, I don't even know. I'm not even sure. I don't know if, yeah, I'm not certain. But yeah, there's definitely clarity in the sense that there are some parts that I know that is a big no, 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 no. But I don't know exactly where I want to stay. Thank you to 44 in general for sharpening my clinical skills. Thank you to the CNS, who was very, very, very accessible for us to talk to. Thank you for teaching us. Thank you to the staffs for also being so open to teach us, so open to teach me. Let me personalize it. So open to teach me, not judgmental in any way. Were really, really there to clap for me. Thank you so much for creating that environment for me. Also, thank you to the people that misunderstood me. Like, I don't know. There are people that misunderstood me. There are people that made me feel bad. But those were just like the potholes in the smooth road that I went through in internship. And I enjoyed every single one of it. Also, thank you to the patients. That's weird, right? But patients and patient relative, in some words, really, really made the work a lot more easier for me. It wasn't toxic at all. Everybody that contributed to me being where I am now, God bless you. Thank you so much for being together with me in this my internship journey, and cheers to being together in every other journey in my life. So even while I was away, I saw some people subscribing. Like, thank you so much. I don't know what to say. Like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Drop videos that you want me to do in the comment section. Come to the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you can just tell me congratulations. SNO, 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 congratulations. Finished. Like, I think these past few days I've just been soaking it in. I'm done. Oh, hey God, we're not playing here. Like, I finished. Oh my God, thank you so much. And I also want to thank God. Oh my God, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Because that Abuja Kaduna road alone, if you go through that road multiple times and you survive it, there's a reason to thank God. The fact that you're breathing is a reason to thank God. But that road, oh my God, even the train, I just thank God for the whole back and forth process. And I thank God I'm here today. I thank God that I have achieved what I wanted to achieve in 44. I thank God that I did not have any errors or any complications. I did not fall sick once. Even when I tried to fall sick, it was like a very mini sickness. He lifted me out of that. So I really appreciate God for, holding me through internship. And yeah, bye guys.